I wanted to show you why I'm absolutely geeking out on Claude Code as a non-coder. I am not somebody who considers myself a programmer at all. I'm a writer and a career expert. But this is VS Code, what you're looking at here. Um, I, I open up a VS Code window. This may not be the best way to do this, but it certainly works. I opened up a Claude Code chat up here. You have this little orange asterisk here, and that is a Claude Code chat, and I can talk to it. And all the things in the folders over here, it can access and it can work on. So why am I geeking out about this? Because simply, I wanted to give a talk. Every year I give a talk to a community college to some students about how to write a resume. Well, I give a demo, a live demo, and I have this big PowerPoint presentation, and I just said to Claude Code, hey, would you rebuild that PowerPoint presentation? I want to update it, but I don't want to monkey around with PowerPoint. This is that thing that everybody from Sam Altman to head of Microsoft are saying apps are going to be gone. This stopped me from using PowerPoint. Now, this isn't as beautiful as I could have made it, but I made it very rapidly. So what I did was I gave it my old PowerPoint. I said, convert that into a website, a web page. So it made this web page. It made this presentation. It updated all the research. It went and pulled the research and updated it for this year. And it took my old images and it made this presentation that I was able to use for my talk, able to run through for my whole talk. And I could have made it prettier, but it was fine for what I needed to do. I'm just rapidly going through all the screens. I'm not explaining what each one is, but it's all the things that I give in my resume talk. So it went through, and then I wanted to add a section on AI, so it did that for me. And I explained how you could use Claude Code to tailor your resume. So what I did was I used the stuff it built for me. I said, hey, build a before resume that's poor, and not bad, but could be a lot better. So it did that, and it put it in the presentation. And I said, then build me an achievement dump. And I told it the kinds of achievements I wanted to see in the achievement dump, that this is how you build a resume, as you talk about all your achievements. So I did that. I said, let's build an achievement dump. And it did that for me. And I basically spoke this into my phone. I picked my phone up and I said, okay, the achievements would be things like blah, 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 blah. And I said, and that kind of thing, just make some from there. And it did that. So then I said, then grab a job description from online and pull that in so that the students, when I'm giving my talk, can see a real job description from online. And then I was talking about how you need to tailor your resume. The entire talk before this was about how you need to look at the job description. So then I said, then actually, there was no resume here during the talk. What I did during the talk is I went into Claude Code and I said, hey, I typed in here, hey, let's, you can't see it because it's behind the little, oh, well, yeah, you can see it. I was typing in the, whoops, I was typing in the window down here and saying, hey, let's update that resume right now to be tailored to that job description. And then I went back over to this window and boom, live, it published this to this website where I was giving the presentation, where it made a beautiful resume based on everything I said during the talk. And it had some issues. It used some bold in places it shouldn't have, but it had everything that a good resume should have. And it's tailored specifically to that job description. So not only is this great because I was able to use this for my presentation, but I told the kids, you can use Claude Code like this to make your own resume. Drop in your achievement dump by picking up your phone and just talking into it using Claude Code. Drop in the job description you want to get hired for. Drop in your old resume and say, here's the best practices, how I want you to make this resume, and then, which it can get from online, and then do it. And it will make you this resume. And it will also make you a talk like this. So it made this whole talk for me, and this whole presentation for me. And I will never use PowerPoint again. If you have questions, just send me a direct message because I am absolutely geeking out on this. I think you will too.